live, but I'm going to double check if I'm live because it's been I don't know how many days in a row now that my live hasn't been working. So, welcome to Theory of Entertainment. I'm your man Lex here. So, there's my intro card. Welcome to the show, guys. Now, I just have to double check YouTube to actually see if you guys can see me because, man, this is 100 days of streaming for you guys that don't know. And yeah, for some strange reason, the streaming has not been working. So let me go to my channel real quick, see if it's showing that I'm live. Okay, it's showing that I'm live. There's a live show now. Perfect. Okay, so I guess we're live today. Perfect. Now, for today's episode, it is Thursday. Thursdays here at Theory of Entertainment, we want to do Theory Thursdays. And how Theory Thursdays tend to work is typically I talk a little bit about the theory or sort of broach the topic surrounding the theory of entertainment. Specifically, here, this idea that there's no such thing as entertainment, that anything that we watch or see that is engaging and that puts a smile on our face and has us enjoy it, that the thing that we're watching is more than just mere entertainment. It is actually something where we're deriving and learning many different things all at once. In fact, we're learning so many things all at once that it's kind of hard to comprehend how much is being taken in. You've heard the phrase "a picture holds a thousand words," right? So a motion picture can hold, multiple encyclopedias worth of information, and the only way to really absorb it is to repeatedly watch, repeat, study, and learn from these works, right? And the better something is, the better it will have that data or information required to be able to derive from it. And that's what I want to talk about with today's episode in particular. It's this idea that when it comes to media, the better a piece of media is, the more you can actually absorb from it. Which is why today we're talking about Spider-Man: Brand New Day, because again, it's that the opening week of the movie, right? Now, what's interesting about the film is it has grossed well over several billion at this point, right? Or not several billion. I'd say it's well over a billion at this point in terms of the money that's coming in. And obviously, people are coming to put their butts in seats to watch the thing, right? But if it's not just because it's, a mere piece of entertainment that people are going to see it. One of the main reasons people are going to see it is because there's something there that they can learn and pick up from. And what's interesting is that specifically with a movie like Spider-Man: Brand New Day, it has what people call high rewatchability, right? Now, what is that? Why is something rewatchable? Why is something that you would want to watch multiple times? And to me, it has to do with a few things, but particularly one of those things I mentioned is that it's a great piece of media. And the thing about great pieces of media is that they're worth rewatching. Uh, there's this thing where there are some movies that are like really good that people enjoy, and yet they will see it once and never watch it ever again, right? And it's like, at that point, is it really a good film if it's not worth rewatching ever in your lifetime? Was it really that memorable? Right? Or there's certain other things that seem amazing upon first glance, but then once you watch it again, it doesn't hit as well, and you start to realize that there's a lack of substance in the piece of work, right? And what's interesting about Spider-Man: Brand New Day, and specifically what it's doing right now in theaters, is that it has a ton of rewatchability, uh, specifically because it has twists that are in the movie, but those twists are set up well enough to where it actually makes people want to go and rewatch some of those twists and go and rewatch some of those episodes, right? So overall, uh, to me, it makes it so that this is a great piece of work that is worth rewatching. And I want to talk a little bit about what that means. So usually, some of the things that are worth rewatching oftentimes are things that you haven't seen before and that you still need time to reprocess, right? So it's like there's a lesson that you need to relearn or learn effectively enough to where you actually need to spend time watching the thing multiple times in order to grasp it. You get this with children's movies a lot, and specifically with children, because at a child's age, you're experiencing so many new things all at once that when you're watching something like a show, it's so, or a movie even, it's so just ridiculously stimulating, and there's so much going on that you can't really, truly, and fully experience it and learn everything that you can from it all in one go, all in one sitting. So, what children tend to do, which is actually what I recommend adults to do, is they will watch something over and over and over again to really get what is in that film to the point where they memorize the lines as well. Give me a sec, guys. I got to take a quick break here. I'll be right back. Give me a sec.